Nice
Hello,
to see
Elena.
you here. Nice to see you.
again.
Yes, nice to be here with you. This interview is so we present you to the. Do I do it in English? Excuse me. Do I do it in English? Yes. Después lo editamos. Is to present you Kethea to the Dianova network. What is Kethea? How do you present Kethea?
Okay, Kethea is the oldest organization in Greece concerning drug rehabilitation, drug addiction. It was established in November of 1983. Before that, a drug addict would end up in prison or in a psychiatric hospital, mandatory, would be mandatory. So we were the first ones. And we started with a small therapeutic community in Thessaloniki up north. Now it is the largest organization of its kind in the country, and one of the largest national organizations in Europe. We have 120 units nationwide. We do drug rehabilitation and resocialization and harm reduction and prevention. We have an education department, a research department, telephone helplines, everything. You know, and we deal with addiction, not drug addiction. So we have programs, of course, for alcohol, but also gambling, internet, things like that.
Phaidon, is the European-Greek crisis affecting Kethea now?
Oh, yes,
at present?
of course.
In what ways?
The crisis is affecting Greece, all of the country. So it is affecting us as well. We don't have the money we used to have. Forget about our salaries. Our salaries are less than half. In a way, we who work in Kethea, we're lucky to have a job because the unemployment rate is very high now. It's around 30%, the official number, but it's more than that. So, of course, we have been affected. We haven't hired anybody since 2006. And we are losing some people because they emigrate in order to make a living, you know, they go to other places. So we are less people with a bigger problem because of the crisis.
So, you speak about a problem. How is this problem affecting drugs? I mean, new substances, new ages.
Yeah, first of all, we have more use because more people want to escape. There are more suicides. There is more depression, clinically proven depression, because of the situation. People are getting desperate. So there is more drug use and there is more addiction, not only drug use. That's one thing. And the other is that people are really going for cheaper substances, which are more dangerous. For example, if you say that 1 gram of heroin is about 30 euros, now with €1, you buy a dose of crystal meth. It's called sisa, which is Persian for glass, because it looks like glass, shattered glass. So they do crystal meth, which is much more dangerous because you become very violent and your sexual drive is, you know, aroused. So, and in 6 months you look like a very old person. So people are doing this, and you know, they dilute this crystal meth with battery liquids from cars, and they sew it up. So it's really getting out of hand. Plus now you sell more needles because it's expensive to buy needles, and our services cannot provide as many needles as we used to before. So they sell needles, so there is more HIV, there is more hepatitis. It's getting out of hand. It's bad, especially in the big cities, in Athens, Thessaloniki, big urban centers.
Do you see a different scenario for the coming 5 years? What kind of scenario are you projecting to?
Okay, I think more people will do drugs and cheaper drugs and more dangerous drugs. And also, especially with the young people, because of the situation, the whole families are affected. I can see more use of cannabis, more and more with adolescents. And that is bad news. That is really bad news. Alcohol is there also. For example, men above 45, they do a lot of alcohol, and women do benzodiazepines, you know, sleeping pills, because of the crisis, more and more, without a prescription, of course. So that's a problem.
Well, that's really kind of
weird. It is.
Yeah.
And we have less money, you know,
yes.
to fight this.
Yes.
So this together is not a good recipe.
Regarding now your presentation about prisons, interventions in Greek prisons, what is the key message you would like to convey to all of us?
Okay. First of all, I would like to say something that I know that Dianova supports as well, that addicts should not be in prison. So you have to have laws that they point towards therapy and rehabilitation instead of incarceration. But you do have people who end up in prison and they have a drug problem. I think there should be more interventions, very focused and evidence-based interventions within the prison system in every country. Because, as I said in the presentation, prison is the place of absolute misery. Because actually you have no rights there. I mean, supposedly you do have civil rights or human rights, but you don't. It's a terrible place to find yourself. So people there, they need much more support, more help with specially designed interventions for this population.
Well, to finish, I will say we admire your strength, your energy, and your
likewise,
optimism.
you know, this, we know each other for years.
Yes, yes.
Likewise.
Yes, no, but
And
I mean,
you've been an inspiration to me, personally.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.